All right, let's go.
Life's best moments are best captured by photography and video. You may ask, why photography and video? Because if a photo is worth 1,000 words, video is worth 1,000,000. And GPS photography and video will leave you speechless. GPS specializes in weddings, swords, fitness, and so much more. Book your next shoot today at 910-257-0526 or gpsphotoandvideo.com.
Welcome to the Amazon's podcast. I'm Glenn Young, owner of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Celebrate the female physique. Subscribe to AmazonsFitMag.com. The podcast is brought to you by GPS Photography and Video. Why photography and video? Because if a photo's worth 1,000 words, video's worth 1,000,000. GPSPhotoandVideo.com. My guest, I first met her at a posing clinic officially when Rashana Boswell came down for a shoot. She was getting ready for that time to do the Chicago Pro as an amateur. And in 2022, that year, she did, in fact, get her pro card. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. IFBB Women's Bodybuilder Pro, 6'1". Keep in mind, Arnold is 6'2". I love her Instagram handle, Queen of the Amazons, Christina Nally.
Hello.
Hey, how about that intro?
Love it.
I am so glad that you joined me. We've been talking back and forth really for about year and a half and everything. Like I said, you at the posing clinic, met you officially. And at that time, it was like, okay, this is someone to keep an eye on. You went into the Chicago Pro, got your pro card. Let's start there. Talk to me about what did they say you need to improve on now as you're getting ready to make your pro debut, return to the scene of success, if you will, the Chicago Pro 2024.
Well, that'll be difficult because I didn't get feedback.
Oh, well, why?
I don't know. That was a very fast day for me. It was very overwhelming, a lot going on, a lot to take in. And I think I tried to stay back and wait. I think it was Becky Clausen was the head judge, but it was just difficult to get in contact with her. But I did junior nationals like 4 or 5 weeks prior to the Miss International, and I got a lot of feedback there. So I kind of took that.
What did they say?
Well, that show, that was my last figure show and my first and last women's physique show.
Yeah, so, you were cut all over the place. Yeah. Figure, women's physique, and then you came on home.
Yeah. So that show, I came in, I missed my pro card there. And the feedback from all the judges, I was able to talk to all of them. So it was Tyler, Sandy, Joe. They all said, stop doing figure. Just stop. And they said that I was too big for women's physique, and which was shocking because that was the first time I was in women's physique, so I wasn't really sure where they were getting that from. And they all said that unless I downsize, then I have to go into women's bodybuilding. And they were all really excited to welcome me into that division. And honestly, I took it as such a huge compliment, because I was always told I would be figure, and that's all I would ever be able to do. There's a couple people here and there that would recommend that I try women's physique, and that's why I tried it in that show. So to come out of there and then to tell me that, I have the potential to be a women's bodybuilder, I was just like, oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy, but okay, I'll do it. So that's why we jumped into the Miss International, because that was the next period for me to go and try women's bodybuilding, and the outcome was very shocking because I was really just trying to see where I fit. You know, I was still in that phase of where do I fit in this sport? Like, 'cause I have a very unique physique. And obviously from the junior nationals, it kind of became convoluted and a little confusing. So
Yeah.
to come out winning the Miss International, that was surprising.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you
but
know,
yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, you go ahead, please.
No, but but taking that feedback, I mean, it wasn't, I knew what I needed to work on, you know, like size. Obviously, my conditioning, I got a lot of compliments on my conditioning. So at that point, I knew I just needed to bring up my size and just keep the symmetry that I already have, and and come back with the same conditioning, then I'd be okay.
Well, everybody that's subscribed, if you go down through the different videos, you will see the posing seminar with Rashana Boswell that she done here at Fayetteville, North Carolina. And at the same time, you'll see my interview with Rashana. And one of the things that I asked her, I was like, you know, Arnold's 6'2". This girl is coming. She's 6'1". What's that's going to look like if it all falls into place? Size, symmetry. Because you're really literally building a skyscraper. And she was like, she's gonna be dangerous. And of course, Rashana was at your show as well, and so you get that pro card. So that was great. I'm sure she's gonna be at the Chicago Pro to see you doing your pro debut. So this is really exciting.
Yeah, that is really exciting. I wasn't aware of that. It'd be good to see
One
her
thing,
again.
yeah. Well, of course, she's from Chicago, so I'm sure she's gonna go to the show.
Yeah.
Because you know, she's gonna be well, I know she's going to Rising Phoenix because she's on that list. So I mean, I can't wait to see her on stage as well, see her back on stage. So it's getting down to the end where I say, you know, it's not who's in, who's on the outside looking in, as we get down to the end of the season to qualify for the Olympia. One thing about it, Mayla Ash, who is doing the Chicago Pro this year, she interviewed you when you got your pro card. So now you're going to be on the same stage right beside her. Have
I
you
know.
thought about that?
Yes. Yeah, I just think that's so cool because I've
Yeah.
always looked at her. I love her physique, and I think she's awesome.
Mhm.
And I think like our physiques are very similar. We have kind of like a
Mhm.
similar shape. But she's one of my favorites. So I can't believe I'm going to be on the same stage as her. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And I was looking at the interview today. And I was like, wow, this is ironic. So tell us a little bit about you. You're in the military. You are a major.
Mhm.
How has it been? Because you know you hear the good and bad stories of competing in the military, competing and being an educator. What's it been like for you?
Well, you know, bodybuilding just kind of fits into my lifestyle. It's not that I have to really make any additional um, planning, or I don't really have to do anything outside of my normal routine to facilitate bodybuilding. It just kind of fits. So the only thing when it comes to the military is that mission comes first. So like my shows and my preps are typically planned around um, periods of downtime or periods where I can take leave. So that's why picking shows is typically cyclical for me. I'm only really able to compete in the summer because that's when we have periods of leave for some. Now I'm in the middle of a PCS, so that's why I'm able to compete this time. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be able to compete for a couple years. So as far as like living the lifestyle is what it is, and it just fits perfectly in the military. But there's just additional considerations when it comes to choosing a show and being able to get to that show. That's really the only additional consideration that I have to make when being in the military. Otherwise, it jives.
So the support has always been there
Hmm. Yeah,
since you.
I think so.
How long have you been doing bodybuilding? What got you started with it?
Well, I guess I technically I started about a year after my son was born, so that was like 10 years ago. But I didn't really get serious with it until 2019. So 2019, I actually came back from a deployment, and that's when was restationed to Virginia, and I was a student at that time. So I had a lot of time to really not worry about field time or deployments or anything like that. So, I could actually focus on competing for once, and I kind of balanced that student life too. So that's when I got really serious, and really since 2019 is when I've been competing consistently every year up until I won my pro card, and then I took this will be a 2-year comeback. So yeah, that kind of is the gist of it.
So what was your rank when you first started bodybuilding?
Lieutenant?
Second? First?
First, probably first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you just rose through the ranks, and here you are now, Major Nally.
Yeah.
About to go and get your or make your pro debut at the Chicago Pro. What's your unit? What do they say? What do your soldiers say? Because you got subordinates as well.
Yeah.
Are they in awe? Because when you walk out the formation, I mean, you're 6'1". Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Yeah.
Now you're 6'1" bodybuilder.
Well, it would be the same as walking anywhere. I unfortunately for me, because I'm an introvert, and I am like as antisocial as they come. Like, you're lucky to have me here. So
I'm blessed to have you here.
But yeah, I get a lot of attention just because of my stature. When it comes to like my subordinates, or yes, there is an intimidation factor that comes along with that. But I am a very nice person, I promise. So
yes, you are.
I come off very intimidating, but yeah, once people get to know me, it's not it's not all down to the looks.
Right. What's your son think?
Oh, my son's like so easygoing and resilient. He thinks it's cool. He likes that I work out, and his dad works out, and he's in soccer, and he's active and stuff. So it definitely keeps everyone active and healthy, and facilitates better choices in life, when it comes down to nutrition, and really the discipline that comes along with bodybuilding. Like it's very easy to get caught up in your day-to-day and not work out, or even go for a walk, or eat the wrong things. And so he's also a type 1 diabetic. So that has helped a lot, just because not only for me bodybuilding, but I have a background, I have a master's in exercise science and nutrition. So that actually helped us when he was diagnosed, we were already kind of living a very healthy lifestyle because of that. And then that just enabled that to be lived even further. So it kind of works out for us, like just bodybuilding in general, I guess, and just, being healthy and making habitual changes in your life.
How tall is your husband?
5'10".
So your son is going to be tall.
Yeah.
That's good. But he's playing soccer, no interest in basketball, and maybe that's just a stereotype. Oh, he's tall, got to play basketball.
That was a stereotype for me too, and I was not good at basketball.
Yeah. But, you think he could maybe go into bodybuilding as well? Do you think he has an interest for it?
I don't know. He's 11. So right now, there's no closed doors for him, so yeah, the world's his oyster. He can do whatever he wants as long as he's happy and he's healthy. I don't care.
And he's blessed to have great parents, so that's good, and to be able to do it in the military. So of course I applaud you, as I'm retired as well, so I know it's tough, so just the way it goes. And you're in the middle of getting ready to PCS while you're prepping to do a show. You got a lot on your plate, and it's peak week, of course.
Yeah.
The list is out, of course. How you looked at it? Sherry Priami's on there. As I said, Mayla Ash. What's your expectations? if any, or you just gonna go in there and beat everybody?
I'm not one to set myself up for expectations. In my mind, I've already won. I achieved a physique that I've been striving for a very long time.
Yeah.
I made a ton of improvements to include. I'm going to be 30 pounds heavier on stage this time around.
Wow.
So I've made a lot of gains the last 2 years, and I've worked very diligently and very hard to show up on that stage. So I'm just happy to be there and make my mark in women's bodybuilding. That's what I want to achieve. I mean,
You're 6'1", and so what's going to be your stage weight? How much you weigh?
around 200.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If it
Yeah.
all fills in with your height, I mean, and I said it when I first met you when talking to you, like, this is gonna be someone to watch, and now it's time. So I'm really excited for you. It's peak
Thanks.
week. How do you feel? When will you go to the show? Leave for the show?
So I think we're going to leave tomorrow. It's a 10.5 hour drive for us. So we'll probably split it up between Wednesday and Thursday. I think I have to check in on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So as long as we're there by that time, we'll be good.
Good deal. So it's a Tim Gardner show, and of course, right behind Chicago Pro is Tampa. Will you do the Tampa as well? Or once you
Yeah.
get your Olympia qualification in Chicago, you'd be like, I shut it down.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I'll be honest I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially with Sherry and Mayla and Hunter. I mean, it's going to be an awesome show.
Hunter
It is
Henderson.
going to be. I mean, I'm not biased or anything, but I think this is like the most stacked show that we've had so far this year. I'm really excited to be a part of it. But so far, we're gonna plan on competing in Tampa as well, just because why not? So yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
I will be there. I already got my ticket, so I can't wait. And of course, we got to shoot. So I'll be there from the 1st of August. Well, arriving on the 1st and coming back on the 6th. So yeah, let's work this out. This is exciting.
We'll do that because I feel like I've been avoiding you for like 2 years, so I will make it up to you in Tampa.
I wouldn't call it avoiding. I was just persistent. And I was like, I know, you look at people, you see where they're gonna be, not where they are. And I mean, who knows? The sky literally is the limit, And the fact that you hit on the Queen of the Amazons, I said, oh, she's talking the talk. Me having Amazon's fitness magazine. So yeah, pretty exciting for me to see. I can't wait. So it's roughly 14 days to Tampa. You do Chicago this weekend, and then are you going to fly, drive straight into Tampa, or what are your plans?
So we'll drive back from Chicago, and I actually have to go to California. My family, I'm from California, and my family's from California, so I'm going to go see my brothers in the Navy. So this will be my mom's only opportunity to have all of her kids and all of her grandkids in one spot. So really excited to go out there and see him because he's going to get stationed in Japan. So so see him before he leaves, and then before I go to my next duty station. Right. And then that'll be a quick turnaround. So I think we're going to be there for 2 or 3 days. My son and I will fly home to Huntsville, and then because he starts school on the 1st of August in Alabama.
Wow.
So I will fly out to Tampa, probably by myself for that one, and just do that and come back or maybe on the 3rd or the 4th. I don't know yet. Right. I haven't done all the planning for that one just yet.
So I gotta ask, you're from California. Any chance that you would do Anaheim, or will you have to PCS by then?
I would have loved to do that show. I probably would have loved to plan to do that one originally. But I got to report to my next duty station by August 15th, and really I need to be there a little earlier because we have a deployment coming up and I have to pack out, and the position I'm going into requires me to be there a little earlier. So I need to establish myself and my team and get ready for that. So, it'll be Chicago, it'll be Tampa. and that'll be it for a bit.
Christina, you got a lot going on.
I know.
A lot.
I know.
I mean, sheesh. God bless you. How do you keep your mindset to where it is now? Because it's like you're single point focused, Chicago pro. You're not thinking about the deployment or PCS, and it's a lot on your plate. How do you keep this mindset that you have going?
One day at a time. And it's not, I'm in school right now too. So it's just, of course, because, why not do everything at once?
Yeah.
Why not just overwhelm yourself any chance you get? Yeah. So, and that's typically how I operate. I'm doing a million things at once, or I'm not doing a lot at all. And if I'm not doing a million things at once, I get stir crazy, and I'm just self-destructive, and I'll implode.
Right.
So a lot, yeah. So this is a little different because it's a lot of moving pieces, right? I just drove here I just left my last duty station at the Pentagon, came here. So the logistics of moving from one state to another,
Right.
that's that's probably been a little stressful, but not to the extent of, is it going to impede my ability to compete? No. But I think for me, it's setting myself up for my next position. That's really what I'm focusing on, and it's kind of helpful to have that to think about, and to set myself up for my new position when I get to my next duty station, because I'm at that point in prep where I'm in between, like, excited that I want to get on stage and do it, but I'm also like, I'm tired of doing it. So
yeah.
So it keeps me engaged, and so I don't know. I typically am the kind of person, and even in the military, I thrive under chaos. So this is,
of course, we
not
do.
a big deal.
Exactly.
And you know what I mean.
Yeah. People be trying to shoot at us and everything else,
Yeah,
But,
it's just,
what makes us
yeah,
so
you
special.
just calm under duress. I'm very good at that. So yeah, it's for me, it's just making sure I remember everything I'm supposed to. Like, I showed up to your podcast. That's a win.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big win. It's a big win. I'm so thankful you came on. So thankful we kept talking over the last 2 years. And we making this happen. So now I'm going to be following your career all the way now, because I'm excited to see how this all shakes out. It's amazing. 6'1".
Awesome. Thank you for your support. That means a lot.
Of course. Who's your coach? What does he say to you?
My coach right now is Ken Ullman. He owns Foundry Nutrition and Fitness. I think that's the full name of his business there. He and I just started a short 6 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
But he and I have known each other for several years. We've been acquaintances for that long. And it was just a really good fit. So I think he's excited, and I'm excited, because he definitely puts me in a better mindset. So yeah, I think we're just both really excited. We're both excited for Chicago. We're both happy with my look, and we're just kind of taking it day by day. We're both kind of still learning each other. So just really happy to be in the relationship that we are right now, because that's definitely made the difference for me.
Right. Do you have a posing coach?
Yeah, I pose with Josiah Rivera, Grass-Fed Fitness. Yeah.
Okay. Now, talking about suit color, music, because you got to make an entrance. You're 6'1", so talk to me. What you gonna do?
Well, my suit this year is black with blue crystals. I haven't even taken a good look at it. Like, I just trust my designer. I was like,
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember what I told her, but what I got in the mail was amazing. So, yeah, I guess you guys will see that in Chicago. And then the music that I'm posing to is a rendition of Paint It Black. So,
And you're wearing black. Love it.
yeah, I'm wearing black. I love black. Black's my favorite color.
That's great. Well, I'm gonna let you out of here on this one because you got to go. It's peak week and you got to pack and stuff. So again, I really appreciate you being so gracious and coming on the Amazon's podcast.
Well, thank
Who's
you for
your
having me.
favorite? Of course. Who's your favorite female bodybuilder? You've seen the season so far. Give me
Hmm.
your thoughts. And then I gotta say, I can't wait to see you stand on stage and Ashley Jones is right beside you because that's like Arnold and Frank Columbo right there. That would be great.
That would be crazy. I don't know about the whole favorites thing. You know, every female bodybuilder looks so different,
Hmm.
and they all look amazing in their own way. Um, I would say I am my favorite.
There you go.
uh, but I do appreciate like the new faces. There's a lot of new faces that have come out this year, and that's really exciting. And it's really
Yep.
exciting to see like the Ashley Jones and some of the girls that are coming out for the first time in years. And I love that. I love that there's more talent coming to the stage every year and every show. And I don't know. I don't typically pick favorites ever for
Hmm.
anything. I don't even have a favorite football team or sports team or anything. I just appreciate everyone for their own uniqueness and what they bring to the stage in terms of our sport, of course. But I like any tall girl. Like if
Huh?
they're at least 6 feet, that's my favorite.
Yeah. I'm starting here to think as the comment from Ron there, Chelsea Dion, I want to say is like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah,
So I
shit.
mean, yeah, the tall girls are back, and I love it. Size symmetry, and who can build the best muscle package. So this is exciting. I'm gonna let you get out of here. Appreciate you for coming on, Christie Nally, 6'1", queen of the Amazons, going to the Chicago Pro, and then on to Tampa. So let's get this. I can't wait to see the head judge say pose down. That's when you got to get throw some bows, knock them off the stage. I can't wait to see it. All the best.
Okay.
Thanks again for coming on. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Glenn.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Christie Nally, that is exciting. She's doing the Chicago Pro this weekend and then rolling on to the Tampa. And I'll be at the Tampa Pro. Can't wait to shoot her. Can't wait to see her on stage. Already got my tickets. I would urge everyone to get the live stream if you can't be there. And if you're there, if you can afford to get the VIP tickets, it's just something you got to budget for and just go from there. Because women's bodybuilding is an exciting time of year is getting in, getting too close to the end. And it's a thing of who's not in, but who's on the outside looking in. As those final slots, Olympia qualifications, and then we'll have the final tally. And then you can do your analysis and everything. But right now, you got to enjoy the shows, enjoy how this thing is spinning out here at the end because they coming. The shows are picking up because the Olympia qualifications are at stake. So can't wait. I'm Glenn Young, GPS Photography and Video. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to Amazon's Fit Magazine. Celebrate the female physique at amazonsfitmag.com. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the website because when you do more, I can do more. That's why I'm able to sponsor the athletes that sponsor. So consider giving. So I really appreciate you. I will see you on Thursday. So much going on. Just got back and I'm tired. On Thursday, where I will have so many more guests this week. Winsome White is coming on. I'm going out to Columbus, Ohio to shoot as well. So look at all the lives out there. Follow the channel. You know who I got coming up. Christina Mendoza next week. So yeah, Selena Gavin. Hope I said her name right. But anyway, so excited to get this and bring this on, and then get ready to get out of here for the Tampa Pro right after Columbus, Ohio. So stay tuned, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, and tune in again on Thursday to see who I got coming. So talk soon.